My name is Michael Haynes, and today I will be presenting the marketing team for our upcoming Southwest Transit project. So our four team members that we have selected for this final project are Natalie, Elizabeth, William, and Susan. We were very confident with our selection process as we believe each of these members fit the qualities and attributes that the company represents, as well as having a lot of good feedback in terms of being in team environments and overall just attitude within the company. The most difficult member that we did come to a consensus about, though, was Susan. She was our fourth selection within the team, right behind Bob. But when we went over more details with Bob, we realized that he takes on too many tasks at the same time, which may lower the quality of work. And with how important this project is for the company, we cannot afford that at this time. So, for that reason, Susan was our fourth selection for the team. There are a lot of strengths that the company that each of these members represent within the company. Natalie is very positive and ambitious and very engaging with others and is known to be a natural leader. Elizabeth enjoys the collaboration within her job and is very open-minded within group and team settings. William is a team player and has been said to be a very good team player within previous teams he has worked for, as well as being a veteran in his field within the company and is very confident in his performances. Susan is an excellent team player and works well with others, and her personality is very unique within the workplace. However, with these strengths, we have identified possible weaknesses of the team. Natalie, for example, does not fully trust her colleagues. Given that she is a natural leader, part of that natural leader personality for her means that her way is the best way going forward. And because of that, her colleagues can tell when there's negative attitudes thrown towards them from Natalie. Elizabeth may rush deadlines when they're necessary, and because of that, may miss important details within the work that she is doing. William shuts down when there's any sort of conflict, whether this be individual or within team settings, and may struggle to get motivated if there is no immediate value seen within the project at hand. And Susan looks for approval before submitting work and may overlook some important details on the assigned tasks she's given. Overall, though, we are feeling confident that the four members we've selected for this team will perform the project at hand and do so with some great work rate and efficiency. We believe that each team member brings together some great strengths to be able to work together and get the job done. However, there are a few issues that we have identified which go along with the weaknesses, as mentioned previously. And this includes that, one, if William may lack motivation during this project in any way and see no value in it, and given that his level of expertise and experience within the company, it could be a big blow for the team. Natalie is a good leader and will lead the group the right way. However, if she decides that her way is the best way and does not take any other feedback or any other recommendations into account, it could create conflict within the team. And Susan's personality, with her being easy and outgoing, she may forget details on tasks assigned. And with how crucial this project is, no details can be missed. While each member displays a great deal of strengths, these weaknesses that have been identified have the management team feeling a bit nervous for what the group can do. However, we have come together and identified several strategies which we can use in order to keep the team on track and avoid exposing the weaknesses. One of these strategies would be implementing Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation to understand the motivations of each team member. This theory can be applied as a strategy to identify one specific weakness within each of the team members and identify how to avoid that weakness from coming to light. One of these examples being William, how if he's not motivated by the project at hand and sees no value, then his work will not be efficient. So if we can identify a way to see why William will be motivated and how he can apply his strengths to the project, we will do so. And each team member displays the two-factor theory in their own way, as Natalie is motivated by achievement and owning her own company. Susan is motivated by knowing that the work she does helps people around her. And William is motivated by recognition and confidence from all his previous work. Our second strategy would be to implement and understand how Maslow's hierarchy of needs helps identify the motivation behind each team member's end goal of the project. Each member of the team has end goals and needs. Some have been identified already within our member profile, but not all of these have been identified by the group. Once these needs are found and they can be managed and worked on within each member of the group, it can give these group members an understanding for each other and the ability to work together during this project. Conflict will eventually occur given the nature of this project, given the deadlines, the amount of unpaid extra hours that need to go into the project, as well as how crucial this is for the company. Many different workplace conflicts could occur in this case. For example, there could be task conflict with what each member is looking to accomplish by the end of this assignment. And relationship conflict could include any confusion on the status within the group. Anybody who thinks they are the leader when they're not, who's putting in the work when someone else isn't. This kind of conflict could occur, and especially something we are looking at given the nature of this project at hand. The best way to deal with the conflict and to manage it is to disengage from any actions or comments which may impact an individual's self-worth or engage any negative attitudes or behaviors. What we mean by this is that we want to make sure that the environment, given the nature of this project, is very positive and everyone is very outgoing and understands the important deadlines at hand. We don't want any sort of conflict where people are brought down. And given that two of our members identified, William and Elizabeth, can be down or be discouraged when there's any conflict that occurs, we want to make sure we avoid this as much as possible. To ensure success throughout the project, there must be a clear level of communication, placement of their roles, and understanding of each member's needs and wants with the tasks at hand. Having a clear understanding of each of these factors will ensure that this team is successful. The leader of our group, as we've identified, Natalie, must ensure that collaboration is present within the team throughout the duration of the project. There are plenty of ways that she can foster this collaboration, and one of the most important is by creating alignments about unifying goals. What this means is that when we understand the common goals of this project, given this case is going ahead of our competition with our new unveiling within our market, and being able to get ahead of competition in that aspect, understanding that goal throughout the entire team, and instead of focusing on individual goals, focus on one unifying goal. It'll be the best way that we can ensure success for this project at hand. For conscious capitalism within our team, the team knows the meaning and purpose behind the work being presented. Each team member has been given a reason behind the motivation for their work, as explained within their member profiles, and they also understand that the work needs to be done for the benefit of the company. This is more important than any personal goals that may align in this case. This is something that the members who did not make the team did not display. One of the tenets of conscious capitalism is understanding the meaning of work for a higher purpose. In the case for our company, Southwest Transit, this project is crucial to the future of the company. The company is at risk of laying off hundreds of employees given the recent increase in our competition and to ensure that we need to be successful within this next marketing campaign. The company, in terms of our stakeholders, the company must be comfortable with the overall team selection. Given the pressure the company is under, this deal is a make or break for the company to be a market presence in front of its competitors, as well as keeping hundreds of employees' jobs. Each stakeholder within Southwest Transit is impacted by the group's work, and as each member of the team, even the original 10 within the selection process, were all selected because they had years of experience with the company, and each one had strengths which could be of benefit to the project at hand. Throughout the selection process, the top 4 have been picked for the strengths they have and their overall motivation within the company. Each of these factors were looked at by the company extensively, given the nature of the project at hand. Stakeholder value creates levels of return for all the stakeholders present within the organization. The value created for Southwest Transit, each stakeholder is defined by the importance of the project for these specific stakeholders. For example, our employees. This project's success can mean hundreds of jobs are either saved or lost. For our shareholders, the initial curveball thrown from the competition, originally our company was hopeful that the introduction of our new jet would be significant enough publicly to boost sales. Now the efforts must be doubled with the release of this new jet, and shareholders get their money's worth given the importance of this upcoming launch. And our investors, given how our competitors just announced their new 50 flight plans at highly competitive fares, the investors may invest in other companies given that our launch is not successful. The impact of the business from our team positively will benefit the business and its overall marketing presence. The team will represent how a conscious culture can be implemented into the marketing field, and it will also represent how conscious culture impacted the team behavior process and implemented towards the work for this project. Some of these elements that each member displays includes a strong alignment with the company's goals, as presented earlier within our strengths, and as well as overall team motivation. And then we must become a culture of trust, and this is something that one of our members exhibits clearly, and that is Elizabeth. And we must be transparent and respect boundaries, where there's no conflict that can occur and or conflict can be easily resolved. And through this team positivity, this will impact the business as a whole and hopefully impact Southwest Transit for the better. This was our presentation for our upcoming marketing team for Southwest Transit. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you.